Well, welcome. Great to have you joining and practicing with me today. Well, let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, you close your eyes, and you breathe. Taking the time to settle in. Taking the time to make that transition into the practice. So much of our day revolves around the external world. And for good reason. There's nothing wrong with that. We're taking care of other people, we're taking care of tasks, being on guard, being alert for objects that come at us, for problems to solve. But here as we settle into the practice, we try and shift our mindset. It's no longer about the external, it's about you, and just you. The sensation of your body moving, the sensation of stretching, strengthening, a sense of balance, breath. So we start right here by practicing how to turn our mind in to noticing just us. How to get your mind to notice you just lying back in stillness, feeling the breath moving in and moving out. Feeling the pressure of the body against the floor, the temperature of the air against your skin. Practicing being right here, right now. Not 2 steps ahead or 4 steps behind, but right here. Take a few more breaths, a few more moments out of the day. Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest. Now as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees. And you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. That sense of movement, swaying the body. Then coming back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice smooth rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. And palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to, and inhale, right foot steps back. Low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of a push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Then inhale forward for your back bend, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press the hips back in a down dog. And you settle in. And take any movement you like. And the head hang heavy. And body starts to warm up. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back, full extension. And exhale, hands to your right. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale for cobra up dog. Exhale, pressing to down dog. And you feel the body as it is. You feel your legs, your arms, the pressure of the hands and feet on the floor. You're still settling the mind right here. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, folding over your legs. Inhale, rising, reaching up. And exhale, hands to your right. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Left leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your right. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Right leg back. Exhale. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. And as the mind settles in, you start to notice how the body warms up with each round. Maybe you find a little more movement, a little more range of motion. Maybe you feel one part that's not moving quite as smooth as usual. But no right or wrong, good or bad. Just notice how the body feels today. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale rising. Exhale hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale rising. Exhale hands to your heart. You relax the arms, close the eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Nice and steady. Now with the big toes close, heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips and sweep the arms, chair pose. Grounding into your legs. The thighs are firm. The tailbone draws down as the torso and arms lift up. You feel nice and steady. Then exhale as the legs straighten and you fold forward over them. And you catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head hangs heavy. The tailbone tilts towards the ceiling as you draw the body down. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands float or step the feet back. Going straight to down dog or moving through vinyasa. Then exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in. The torso sweeps up. Hips and chest are squared along edge of the mat. The gaze is soft out over those right fingertips. You feel open here. A strong stance, both feet are active, both thighs engaged. Then on inhale, let that left arm sweep forward as that left heel spins out slightly. Warrior one. Now the hips and chest square to the top edge of the mat. The front knee still bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. But as that knee bends, drawing your hips forward slightly, you keep pressing down into the outer edge of that left foot. So you feel anchored from both front and back. Then on exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the left foot forward. Warrior two. Nice deep stance. Nice and open. And letting that right arm sweep forward as the right heel spins up. Warrior one. You set the stance. A nice lift to the torso. And then settle into it. No need to overthink it or try and overwork it. Warrior two, warrior one. Both relatively familiar postures. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the right foot forward. We're going into the side angle, so right hand on the floor inside that right foot. The left heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep that left arm and left side of your torso up to the ceiling. You can stay there, a nice long line from hand to hand. Or wrap that left arm around your back for your bind. Catching the inner right thigh, or catching hands. But you roll the torso open. The collarbone's broad. Your stance is strong. And you breathe into the front of your torso. Feeling the ribcage expanding with those inhales. Then if you took the bind, you open the arms back up into a T. And on inhale, just lift the torso up, warrior two. Inhales, that left arm sweeps forward, and now that left heel peels up off the mat. So you're in a high lunge stance. Hips and chest are both squared with the top edge of the mat. The thighs are reaching opposite directions. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart, as you fold and twist for revolve side angle. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. If you like to open the arms up into a T or bind around the thigh, feel free. But you work that deep twist now. That left side rolling under. The right side rolling back. And inhale back to center, high lunge. You take a breath. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. Left hand's inside the left foot. Right heel spins in. And inhales, you sweep that right side open for side angle. Staying there, or wrapping that right arm to take it tighter. Catching the thigh, or catching hands. And opening those arms back into a T as you rise up, warrior two. And sweep that right side forward, high lunge. Back heel peels. Set your stance. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. As you fold and twist, revolve side angle. Right elbows outside the left thigh. Palms can work together. Or you can broaden the arms. Or bind around the thigh. Good. Inhale back to center. Nice and smooth. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Choosing your route. Breathing with it. Full inhales. Complete exhales. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink down and forward as the arms sweep up and back. And we're going to interlace the fingers. Index finger points straight up as you squeeze those palms Shimmying those arms up and back. But keep drawing those hips down and forward towards that right heel. So you have those two counterpoints. Hips going down and forward. Arms and torso going up and back. Then exhale, release the hands to the floor. You're going to walk yourself over to the left edge of the mat, setting up for gate pose. So that left heel will sweep back behind you, and that right leg straightens out, and the right toes point straight up towards the ceiling as you lift your torso. Right hand's on the right thigh, left arm reaches up, and you take it over top. Just letting that right hand slide down that right leg as you work that deep lateral stretch. Good. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. You walk yourself back around to the top edge of the mat, but keep your hands inside that right foot as you lift that left knee and step that left foot forward outside your left hand, coming into a squat. We're going to be here for a bit, so if it bothers your hips or knees, you can always sit yourself down. But you find your base. Then that right arm will straighten out and that right knee stays behind the right upper arm as that left arm then sweeps up to the ceiling. A squat twist. You can stay there with the arms opening into a T, or that left arm wraps around your back. Right arm wraps in front of that right shin as you try and catch hands outside that right pants pocket. And you keep turning your torso towards the ceiling. Nice open twist across the collarbone. Then back to center. Crow pose. And you take your time. Fingers spread wide. Palms flat on the floor about shoulder distance. You lift your hips up. Then as you start to bend those knees and elbows, you let the knees touch your upper arms. And from there, all you have to do is start to lean forward. Your body weight shifts. Your feet get light and your hands get heavy. You take a few breaths, practicing. If you're able to come into crow pose, try and hold the pose just like you would hold any other pose. Then with the next exhale, you find your way to down dog. You can float, you can step, taking a vinyasa or going straight there. And inhale, the left leg lifts. Then exhale, step the foot forward. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. Hips sink as the torso sweeps up. Crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers. Index finger points straight up. Again, as those hips are drawing down and forward, as the arms and torso are reaching up and back. Then exhale, hands to the floor. And you start to walk yourself over to the right edge, setting up for gate pose. That right heel sweeps back behind you. The left leg straightens out. Left toes point up. Left hand's on the thigh. Right arm reaches up. And you take it over the top. And breathe into the right side there. You feel that opening up of the right rib cage. A nice expansion as you take those deep inhales, flaring the rib cage. And inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to the floor. You walk yourself around to the top edge of the mat. Keep the hands inside that left foot as the right heel lifts. Then you step the foot forward, outside that right hand. Coming into a squat. Hanging on those hips or sitting yourself down. And then straightening out that left arm. Left hand's on the floor. Left knee stays behind the left upper arm as that right arm sweeps up. You stay there where you wrap that left elbow in front of the left shin. Right arm behind your back. And you catch hands. Then back to center. Crow pose once again. Fingers spread, palms flat, hips lift. And nice and easy, start to bend the elbows and knees. Once they touch, all you have to do from there is start to lean forward. Your elbows will shift out in front, and you'll feel that tipping point. You feel like you have to kind of hop or jump into it. Usually what that means is that your elbows are staying behind your wrists, and you're trying to play it safe, which is very understandable and reasonable. But to find that balance, you need to lean into it. Find that front edge, and those feet will float up. You find your route to down dog, moving through a vinyasa or going straight there. And exhale the right foot forward. Warrior two. Right heel spins in. Torso lifts. We're going to straighten out that right leg. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Right hand lands down. Left arm reaches up to start. And we're all going to take that left arm around our back for a half bind. And you're trying to grab that right thigh with that left hand. And as if you were going to put your left hand into your right pants pocket. And that'll help you roll that left side back. Starting to turn the torso slightly towards the ceiling. Good. Now on inhale, you untie that top arm as you rise back. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. Those left toes turn forward as now we set up for round. So we want the hips and chest squared with the top edge of the mat to start. Right hand will stay where it is. Left arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway, and then you twist. Left hand lands down on that right shin, right foot, or the floor outside the right foot. And then that right arm reaches up to the ceiling. One more full breath. And nice and easy, that right hand comes down. You plant your palms and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. Warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Reach forward. Triangle pose. Left hand lands down. Right arm reaches up. You get that nice sense of broadening, opening up. And then wrap that right arm around your back. Trying to grab that left thigh. Trying to turn your upper right chest just slightly towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, opening back up, rising up, and hands to your hips. The right toes turning so that you can turn your chest and hips to face the top edge of your mat. Left hand will stay where it is. Right arm will reach up. You fold forward about halfway, and then you rotate. That right hand lands down. The left arm reaches up. Revolve triangle. Nice full breath here. Perfect. Exhale, releasing that left hand. The left knee bends, the palms plant, and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And a gentle bend in the knees. You look between your hands, and on inhale, you float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale as you rise all the way back. And exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, you close your eyes. Tadasana. And then palms together. Adjust your balancing the body and mind as we make our way into extended hand to toe pose. So we're going to bring that left hand to the left hip. The right arm is straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Your weight shifts over to the left, and on inhale, you lift that right leg up as high as you can lift it. When it won't go any higher, then you reach out and you either catch the big toe or you let the knee bend and you catch behind the thigh. And you start here, finding your base. As you feel steady, then you may start working into your progressions. You might be working on trying to reach inside that leg to catch the big toe. You might be working on straightening that leg out. Or if the leg's straight and you have the toe, you're working on lifting that foot up towards the ceiling. Just stand tall. The collarbone's broad. The sternum's lifted. And from here, we're all going to bend that that right knee and place that right ankle just above your left knee, making a figure four. Hands come back to your heart as we set up for camper's pose. So you can stay right here, or as you feel steady, you start to bend that left knee, sitting the hips down for one-legged chair. Maybe you take the arms up overhead. That'll lift your center of balance. Maybe you fold into that front shin. Give me a nice stretch to that outer right hip. Or you start moving towards your tiptoe balance, letting your weight shift forward so your hands can come to the floor. Then you start to peel that left heel up. And you sit your hips down on it. Trying to balance on the ball of that left foot. And you think about bringing one hand, maybe both, to the center of your chest. We got 2 more breaths. Working where you are. And from wherever you are, nice and smooth, you just place that right foot on the floor. And you rise up. Tadasana. You close your eyes and take a breath. Then palms together. A gesture balancing the body and mind. Right hand to right hip. Left hand straight out front. The weight shifts to the right. And on inhale, you lift that left leg up. Then you catch hold. Either catching behind the thigh, letting the knee bend, or catching that big toe. And as you feel steady, you start to work your progression. Maybe trying to catch the toe. Maybe trying to straighten the leg if the knee is bent. Or maybe trying to lift that foot up if you're holding a straight leg. And nice and smooth, we'll start to bend that left knee, and you place that left ankle just above your right knee. Hands come together at your heart. Camper's pose. You stay tall. Or maybe you start to bend that right knee, sitting the hips down. Maybe you take the arms up overhead. Maybe you fold into that leg. Or you start to shift your weight forward so the hands can come to the floor. That right heel peels, and you sit your hips down. And as you feel steady on the ball of the foot, one hand, maybe both, come back to your heart. Good. 2 more breaths. And nice and smooth wherever you are. You just put that left foot down. And you stand tall. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Going straight to down dog. Or moving through vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. Reaching that heel for the ceiling. And you're going to stack that right hip over the left. And let that right knee bend a touch. You can stay right there, opening through the front of your hips. Or nice and easy, you place that right foot on the floor, outside the left edge of the mat. Turning your hips and chest to face the ceiling. Flipping your dog over. If you flipped over, you want to try and keep your low abdomen, your waistline, as high and as lifted as you can. And nice and smooth, you come back around to center. Right leg stays lifted. And on exhale, you step the foot outside that right hand, setting it for lizard. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. And you start to bow towards the floor. Maybe one forearm touches down. Maybe both. You let the head hang heavy. Simply sinking into it. Working that deep flexion at the right hip. Then inhale, you rise up to straight arms. You're going to shimmy that right foot in so that you can frame it with your hands. And then shift your hips back, setting up for Hanumanasana. So the right knee straightens out, the right toes point up. I'm going to fold forward right here. Just take a breath or two, get long out over that right leg. Then inhale, lift up halfway. And we're going to twist to the right. As that right hand starts to walk towards the back edge of the mat, as that left hand crosses over top that right shin. And coming back to center, you can fold forward over that right leg, half Ananasana, or you start to slide that right heel forward, working towards your full splits. And nice and smooth, you start to draw that right foot back. You plant your hands and you choose your right back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. You stack that left hip over the right. And lay the knee bend. You can hang out right there. Or nice and light, take your time if you're flipping over. You place that left foot down as you turn your hips and chest to face the ceiling. That left arm sweeps up overhead. And nice and smooth, coming back to center. That left leg stays lifted. And on exhale, you step the left foot outside the left hand for lizard. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. And you bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe two, touch down. Inhale as you rise up to straight arms. You shimmy that left foot in so you can frame it. And then shift the hips back to straighten out that left leg. The toes peel. And you fold forward over that left leg. Then staying long as you lift up just halfway. And you twist to the left. That right hand crosses over top that left shin. That left hand starts to walk towards the back edge of the mat. And back to center. And you fold forward over that right leg. Over that left leg. Or you start to slide that left heel forward. Full splits. Be patient with the body, especially if you're working into full splits. Taking your time. Not trying to push or force any of it. And nice and smooth, you start to draw that left foot back. If you split it up, you plant the hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, lower the knees to the floor. And you come to standing on your shins. Setting up for camel pose. So shoulders over hips, over knees. Hands against the lower back to start. And on inhale, you just roll your sternum, center your chest towards the ceiling. If you like to release your hands to the feet or the floor, feel free to go as deep as you like. Inhale, rising up. Relax your arms, take a breath. And once again, hands against the back. And on inhale, you go up and over. Inhale, rising up. Take a breath. Third and final one. On an inhale, you go up and over. Taking it as deep as you like. You find child's pose whenever you're done. When you're done, you just rest those hips on your heels, torso on your thighs. Forehead touches down. Just tucking yourself into child's pose. And inhale, rising up. We're going to sit over to the right side of our feet, setting up for our pinwheel twist. So you're going to take that left leg, the one on top of the stack, and just draw it back for a moment. That right shin then draws forward. And you adjust your legs as you need, and what you're looking for is about 90 degrees at that right knee, 90 degrees at the left knee, and 90 degrees from left thigh to right thigh. So you have 3 90-degree angles. And from there, you're putting that right hand on the floor behind you. That left arm is actively reaching up, so you get this nice side stretch through the left as you twist to the right. Trying to look over that right shoulder while reaching up through that left arm. And back to center. And you switch sides. That left leg sweeps forward, the right leg sweeps back. You adjust your legs as you need so that you have those 3 90-degree angles. 90 degrees at the left knee, 90 degrees from thigh to thigh, and 90 degrees at that right knee. And the left hand's on the floor behind you. Right arm actively reaches up, and you twist. And back to center. And you take both legs straight, Paschimottanasana. The feet are flexed, the arms reach up, and on exhale you fold forward over your legs. You catch hold whatever you get. Bow your head, close your eyes. And reaching out beyond your feet as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. And once you're down, you take a breath. And preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, lowering down. Nice full breath. And on inhale, you press down to go up once again. Bridge or upward facing bow. Breathing into the front of the body. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go. Come as high as you like. And exhale as you lower down. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. Then the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You can stay right there, or shoulder stand, toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against the back as you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Wiggling toes, roll the ankles, send the legs wide, scissor them apart. Then back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward, and nice and smooth, you unravel. Come lie flat on your back. Once down, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You're pressing your hands and elbows. Arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, then release the crown of the head to the floor. And exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest. Nice squeeze. Then the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees for a final twist. Just letting the knees drop over to the left. Back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you either extend the legs, Shavasana, or you catch a right up for headstand. If you're new to headstand, take your time. You stay up as long as you like. You find Shavasana when you're ready. If you're new, you start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. Then bringing the hands out, fingers stay in on these, but palms are apart. You place the crown of the head on the floor and you cup the back of your head in your hands. You set your base with those forearms. Your shoulders are active as you curl the toes and lift the knees. And you can think about walking your feet towards the elbows, putting more weight into those forearms and shoulders. And when you're ready to lift up, one knee to your chest, heel towards your hip, and then you bring the other. When you feel steady, you just take the legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like. You find Shavasana when you're done. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. It's always great to have you join, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.